Just because PAP come out with a new
Policy,
initiative, right, or new policy, right, they on the counter, they come out with this kind of bullshit. Like, where is the Jamus that I used to know, you know? I can't think. I know, that's saying like.
Alright guys, if you are earning $3,000, right, how much would you allocate to your important expenses and how much for fun expenses?
Important maybe about 1,008 maybe. Like all the necessities and things that I probably need to do on a monthly basis.
For survival lah.
Yeah. Plus like maybe other things lah. Not just survival but important things lah. Then the 1,002, that one would be like fun stuff or save or whatsoever lah.
I think right, for me, how I gonna split my expenses, right, is I will save 1K.
Wow.
So 1K put aside, then 2K, right, I leave with it. So 2K including like the fun stuff also. Just stick to having 2K lah. Set my thermostat at 2K.
Oh.
Can ah?
Can eh? I think can eh.
I think can.
You drink so much.
But I mean,
But you got generous friends lah.
No wonder you can save so much.
You are also generous.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes we give.
So the 2,000 for us also, drinking?
Yeah, of course.
You will remember this part on camera.
KPA?
For me, I think 1.5 or 1.6 will go to savings. Then 1.4 will just for expenses, for fun and what I need, like transport and food. Because
you're young lah. Little.
No,
so that's the thing.
no liabilities.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So my current phase of life, right, I can do that. I can equally split even half. Then some give my parent, then why not lah? Yeah, I can still afford to do
So like it seems a bit tight, with 3,000.
Yeah.
How about I change the number to 8,000?
Okay, now we're talking. 8,000.
A bit more exciting.
Okay, but the thing is this. With more money, like 8,000, right, most probably your spending will be more also.
Yeah.
So if I'm in my current phase of life, 8,000. I think 5,000 saving, 3,000 to... Actually, 3,000 is a lot.
It's a lot.
Okay,
But okay, assume like maybe you are in your 30s, 40s, you have a family.
Oh, that one different already. I don't know how to put myself in their shoes, yeah.
If I'm earning 8,000, maybe I would spend about 5,000 a month on like the things that I need to. And maybe 3,000 on like the extra expenses
Just
or,
in case.
or fun save.
Okay.
I think my split will be the same. But 5K, right, will be included of all the fun and all.
Wow.
And 3K is save because if I marry, there's another partner.
I can buy everything for you.
5K, 10K lah. Mas can buy everything for me.
So if I were to ask you, right, your kids' tuition, right, or like a trip to a dentist, right, would that consider important or fun expenses?
That will be important.
Important,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Wait. It is definitely important and essential. But one thing about dental, it's like a rich person thing. Like for
Okay, so let's assume it is not like your 6 monthly checkup. Let's assume you're having a toothache and you need to go and see.
If you need help, then you go. But some people, they do go to dental check every month.
Every month?
Like I got my dental appointment, you never watch shows, man?
No, that one is
What show?
different.
Like they always meet with my dentist, all this, I don't know, don't have, man?
Usually they would advise every 6 months.
Your friends outreach every month.
I don't know, I never go for dental appointment for the longest time.
That's why your teeth.
When's the last time you went?
Right back at you, bro.
So I want to discuss something that was talked about in Parliament yesterday. We all know about the budget speech, right? Lawrence Wong actually talked about the CPF monthly salary ceiling will be raised from 6,000 to 8,000 by 2026. So this means that the person who is earning 8,000 and above will have to contribute $400 more to their CPF compared to the current policy lah. So what do you all think about that?
I think it's okay because if let's say now you're earning 6,000 to 8,000, you probably have extra money to put into CPF also. And by doing this, one thing that the government gets is that extra money can be invested. So I think it's a decent policy. $400 when you're earning 8,000 is not a big issue.
And it's not a big issue, right? And then it also help to save up for your retirement also.
Yep.
So got more money in the future.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. So from this, right, Jamus actually make a speech also. He actually say that this could be an issue for some people. Why so? This is the example he gave. He said that if they have 400 less to spend for the month, it means that their kid might not be able to go for tuition or unable to visit the dental.
What?
He's talking about, he's taking 8,000 as the benchmark, right?
Yeah,
When you are earning 8,000, that 400 you will not feel the 400 as a pinch, right?
If you can, like just now, like what we say, right? If let's say you are earning 5,000, your partner is earning 5,000, I think it's pretty
somehow you still
comfortable.
got your partner's income to
Okay, I see why you asked about the tuition question just now. Because, okay, if let's say you're earning 8,000, probably all your expenses included, let's say, just now I say 5,000 would be the necessary expenses, right? That would include your tuition fees and everything. So that $400 will not be impacting your kids' tuition.
I don't see the impact.
Yeah, I don't see the impact also. Jamus said that it might mean your kid not being able to go for tuition and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's ridiculous, right? If it's like, if you're earning like 2,000, 3,000,
That might be
then
a
maybe
stretch.
it might affect.
Yeah.
But if you're earning 8,000, it shouldn't affect tuition. No.
Maybe drop one recorder class only.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe like something that's not so essential.
Those rich people. But yeah lah.
And if you're earning 2,000-3,000 at the region where you might be impacted, if let's say you're losing 400, then you are not affected by the raise in the CPF income ceiling.
Because it has always been the case.
Same.
And this will only affect the 6,000 to 8,000, right?
Correct. The higher earners. So actually he counter also, he said that he suggested this. How about don't increase the CPF ceiling, but increase employer contribution to CPF. So he agreed that, it used to be 20%, but they dropped to 17% during the Asian financial crisis in the 1990s. But because right now our economy is better, right? So he's suggesting that, how about let's go back to 20.
that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the worst idea lah, but the thing is, if let's say now you expect the employers to raise, what will be the ripple effect of this? Are they gonna start paying people lower when let's say they bring more people on board? Are they gonna put this cost into the goods and services that they provide? And end consumers will eventually have to pay higher, or I don't know what's the.
It's like someone has to pay in the end, but who's the one?
Maybe 3% extra may not be the worst idea. I don't know. I don't know the stats and the math behind this. So,
But on like surface level, right, like it is beneficial for us employee lah. Yeah.
yeah, employees
Definitely.
got nothing to lose all to gain lah.
But if let's say now they, instead of offer you 5,000, they offer you 4.5,
Ui, basket.
then is it still employee gain or not?
Wow, 3% not even.
Not worth it lah.
Perhaps the worst trade deal ever made.
But he says that, okay, now because there's no recession, we can roll this out, right? But I thought a few months ago, their party was like butthurt about what the government was planning to do while in recession. And it cannot be recession, we get over recession in like 4 months, what?
That's the thing lah. They want to help the people. So any measures, any schemes that we can put in place to help the people, we help. But businesses, your handle. I don't want to help them so much.
But if you do that, then at the end of the day, like what you say, it's going to be a ripple effect. And then if it happens to be like that, then the end of the food chain is the consumers. We are going to Indian pay up. Be paying more for our stuff also. No?
And for the record, I'm actually not very happy about businesses exploiting the government's grants and schemes and all. Because I think a lot of them are getting a very good deal. Yeah. But in situations like this, I don't know if we give them these kind of measures, will it trickle down to us or not?
You know, over the years, right, like after watching like the past election and all, we see like, hey, actually Jamus, right, he's actually a very good candidate. Like so sad, like we always say so sad that he's playing for the wrong team. right, I always say that. Like he always come up with like good ideas, no? Like, you know, he say, why don't you slow down the rate of growth and all? Like, you know, like you can like shut down the PAP.
Yeah, good idea.
I mean, like, okay, not bad lah. Like use like good word like about the blank check thing. Like his idea is like, I don't know. I think he's quite smart lah. He's a smart.
He's a smart.
Not like other like Raisa Khan whatever. You know. Yeah, he have the lah that PAP roots or like the
government needs.
Yeah, the government needs.
But it's not like we don't really like Worker Party because they are the opposition or what. So
No, it's not.
yeah, because they
Sometimes
They come up with stupid ideas and whatnot, then we feel like, hey, why you saying all these type of things? And I feel that this one is
yes, that's my point. That's the point I
a
trying to
bit
say.
like talking for the sake of
Voicing.
putting your foot into something.
Just because PAP come out with a new
Policy,
initiative, right,
yeah.
or new policy, right, they want to counter, they come out with this kind of bullshit. Like, where is the Jamus that I used to know, you know? I can't think. I don't say
You guys
like.
don't know.
The Jamus that warm the cockles of our heart.
Yeah lah.
But most of the time, actually, he come up with decent suggestions lah.
I don't know because this guy, he's the associate professor of economics or something like that. I expect him to come up with policies that will really turn the economy around and really help us. And if he can, whatever the MOF is doing, see whether there's any way to improve it or augment it. So far, everything that he has suggested, right, hasn't really
Not yet.
been good.
Yeah, if anything that can help the economy or like policy, right, in policy making, right, you should be the one. This your specialized field.
Yeah, but he's just a teacher. Like, what does a teacher know?
So another thing that Jamus suggested, right, is to help people who recently got retrenched. He agreed with the government that having a job is the best welfare, and he recognizes that there are a lot of schemes to help these retrenched people. But while they are, retraining, like upskilling, right, they are kind of like not working. So there's like a few months lah. So he's actually suggesting how about giving them 40% of their last drawn salary for 6 months.
So good.
So that to help them with their basic necessities.
And what if I'm earning like 10k? My last drawn salary is 12k, 10k. I'm an executive. Do I
Extra $5,000
And do not, you upskilling.
No, but it's not really upskill. I mean, like, okay, like, you can say whatever you want, but then 6 months you're confirm finding for the next job, but and this risk people exploiting this policy. I feel like the risk of like exploiting this policy is a bit too high.
He actually did his research for this with some other countries lah. So some other countries, right, they are doing for about 1 year.
They give you supplementary income for a year after
For
they...
1 year.
Oh, I
yes.
thought they implement the policy for 1 year in trial. They give the retrenched.
Yeah, so ours he's suggesting 40%, but other countries they are doing
And they're
for 1
getting
year.
40% for a whole year.
I believe is
Percentage not wise, not
not
confirmed.
shown yet. Yeah,
Because it could be like minimal support for a longer time. Okay, it could also be countries where you pay a lot in tax. So maybe you're getting like 30%, but then almost half of it goes to tax. It's like 15%. End of the day, it's like half of what we're getting.
Who knows the full picture?
Okay, cause Singapore, right, I know like the traineeship program or like they got like special funds for us to use. Some funds, right, you also get some money also. Right, so like
You go for training, they give you a bit of compensation. Yeah.
Is it like Skill Future?
That is also
one of
yeah, one of it. So if imagine, let's say I got retrenched, right, I would stop working for 6 months just to get the money. Then I find for another job.
Just now it plays into like strategically planning. Like it is into somebody's plan now. It is not like a contingency plan to support people. Like if you put this out, people can put this 6 months into their financial planning, and then like, okay, if I do this, it makes the most sense. The government is giving you 40% of your last drawn pay. Why not just take it for extra help, right?
exactly.
And one more thing, right? Okay, like I say, right, the retrenchment rate in Singapore is actually not very high.
Yeah.
Like the government protect it so much. They pay for like 50% of like the people's salary, like in like different firms like F&B and all. They try to retain the workers.
Wage support.
Yeah, so like 2 years ago, right, the unemployment rate was 3.6%, and that was the highest in Singapore. But recently, right, end of last year, it was 1.9% unemployment rate, and that was the lowest of all throughout the Singapore
Wait, the
history.
Yeah, and even right now, right, Singapore have this scheme. That's what I say. His scheme is to benefit the retrenched people, and the word is retrenched. Right? I feel that you shouldn't do that. But Singapore's scheme, right, like the PAP scheme, right now, right, is to help those people that wants a job. Like right now, like people above like 45 or 50, if I'm not wrong, they're getting a 50% subsidies of their pay. They are paying 50% of their pay for 1 year.
There are grants for companies that will help them.
They help them. Then I believe like certain age group also like get like 20%, or like the traineeship program, right? If you go through this traineeship program to find job, right, they subsidize a few months of your pay. which is actually pretty good. It incentivizes company to hire and you to go and find a job. Like if they come up with Jamus plan, right, I wouldn't work for 6 months. I'll be down there. I just wait for my retirement check to...
That's why I'm surprised that WP came up with this idea, because usually their schemes, right, are to help the lower income people. But for this suggestion, right, I feel that they are actually helping higher income worker. Because like...
People don't need the help also.
Yeah, like with recent climate, right, have you heard of like the massive layoff?
By all the global tech...
the tech companies.
The tech companies, right, like
Twitter,
Google, Google, Twitter, like the big companies, right? And the data shows that the people got laid off, right? They are not the lower income people. They are not like the highest income people. They are the middle and the a bit average.
Slightly above average.
Slightly, yes, correct. And these people, they are not earning small money, okay? They are earning decent, which is like probably the 6 to 8K mark kind of amount.
At least 4 and above.
Yeah, it's
For sure. In the tech sector, if you're getting 4, you're at the entry level.
Yeah, the admin.
You get 6, no.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that this scheme, right, is actually...
That's why I feel that right now, right, like whatever he's saying, right, he's like, oh, this group is facing trouble, let's help them. Then this group is facing trouble, let's help them. He never think of like who are the most important people that need help, like which BAP is currently doing, which is the lower income. And maybe not, waste your resources on other people that might not need it.
That's right. These are waste of resources.
Do not roll out the policy! If not...